Ah, hello everyone. So, yeah, we got no input as to where to go next, but I kinda wanted to go to the farm. It's what I wanted to do, so let's do that. Might be a big chapter, but Parker. Plus the fact, I see a person over here. Another buck. Packing up to leave?
Oh, no, no, no! You said we had until midnight.
Hmm,
I'm not ready to leave. Look at all this. Wait a minute.
I'm
A
not a
cute
greyhound.
outfit, a bicycle. You're not a greyhound.
No.
What a relief. I'm sorry. I just assumed because who else would be. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Today? You're trying to do that today?
Yeah.
Wow, and I thought I was busy. Welcome to Tiang Valley. You should have been here a week ago when the evacuation started. Almost everyone is gone now.
Hmm,
My son and I are still here. There's a few old people left too. You might come across them.
okay.
Hopefully, everyone will leave the valley tonight. I'm
Yeah.
going to live in the city, in a little apartment.
Nice.
Look,
Radiant City, yeah. That's where I've seen. Floor 8 units. Ooh, already finished. Huh.
see how they put the dimensions on the back?
Oh yeah.
I recreated our future apartment here, on the
Oh, I
lawn.
see.
This is the space we have to work with, to live in. I'm trying to really imagine what it'll be like. We're going from a big farm to one room,
Yeah,
and
that's
we
gonna
need to
be
be packed
small.
by tonight. I already packed for myself and my son, but my husband Yuri is a little harder to pack for because he passed away recently. And I can't bring all his things. It's not realistic. His stuff is still, it's all here. It's okay. What'd you say you wanted to see? The true state of all things?
Yes.
It must be in here somewhere. We can do this.
Yeah.
Just need to decide.
What to bring? Can I record you? I put it there. There we go. It's gonna be a bed.
These are Yuri's books. They're pretty heavy.
Oh, they look it. Prism of yesterday.
This is an old religious book, The Prism of Yesterday. He didn't like to talk about his faith. I haven't read it much.
Hmm.
Maybe there's a part of him in these pages. A part I never understood that I could still glimpse. Maybe he would want me to keep this one. But I don't know. It just doesn't mean much to me. Yuri found this old tourist guide to the valley before we
I
moved
see.
here.
I get to decide which one to take.
He was so excited. But this guide is really out of date. It's from way before the war. There's something optimistic about the colors they used. Yuri really wanted to take a trip to the archipelago together. We prepared for it a lot, even taught ourselves a bit of the language from this book, but we never made the trip. It was always going to be soon, but it never happened.
Hmm.
Seems like the kind of thing no one does anymore. Which should I take with me?
Yeah, I knew it would be this. So, I say that one. Something that you were gonna do together. And something to pass down.
It's true. Maybe someday I could teach Kochi to speak it. I suppose I'll be leaving the other two behind. I know they're heavy, but would you want to take one with you?
Uh, I'll take the religious
Maybe it
text.
can teach you something, if you can get through it.
It's a heavy book, but I will take it. And we can pass that on. We can give that to the library. When we go to where we're finally going, which, let's see. Uh, yes, the museum. Museum vault. We can put the book in there, and it can survive until the next season. Nice. Nice. Cool. He escaped and it did not let on. That's fine. For now, let's talk to this then. Hey. No.
Our
Yeah.
old cart broke. I overloaded it. So I had to use the wheels of his bicycle. Now he's so mad he won't say a word.
Hmm. Bet we could find those.
Yuri learned to paint from our neighbor, Matiora. He painted all three of these. This is a self-portrait he did. Kind of intense, right?
Yeah.
He was more handsome than that. I wish he could have seen himself the way I saw him, you know? He was really lovely. Just occasional dark moods from his work. This is his portrait of me.
Huh.
We got into a fight over it. What's that supposed to mean? You just splatter some paint on the canvas and put my name on it? He said
Yeah.
it was my essence. I don't know. Do you think it looks like me?
Not really.
He
Honestly.
painted this for Kochi. Some kind of private joke between the two of them. I don't get it. They were both interested in the war and how it ended. I'm not. I just pray nothing like that will ever happen again. Which painting should I take with me?
Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Himself, from his own eyes. Something I could never see without this painting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is going well. But I feel like I'm forgetting something. Or someone. The demon of shame and mourning.
Okay.
How could I have forgotten?
Oh, is that the mask behind you? I
Or
can see it.
where did I
Yeah.
put him? We need to bring the demon of shame and mourning.
Why?
When someone dies and you're in mourning, you're supposed to keep the demon in sight at all times. He's
Okay.
supposed to remind you of your regrets. It's a religious thing.
Okay. That makes sense. Take a picture of it then. Go. On out. guess we could always edit these a bit later as well. Might be
I've
something
packed
to
my
do
essential
later,
clothes.
but
I don't know what to do with these.
okay.
This was Yuri's best suit. Maybe when Kochi grows up, it'll fit him. That's a long time away, though.
Something for the future.
My island dress. I made this for our trip to the islands, the trip we never took. It was based on a photo of a seaside Azan dance. The hours I spent on this.
Something personal to her.
These are some of Yuri's clothes from when he was a kid. I thought Kochi could wear them, but he says they're itchy. So what's the use? But to throw them away, he was a little boy. He would put these clothes and go to school.
A memory from her past.
He grew up. Oh, God, this hurts a little. Okay.
Honestly, I think leave it all behind, and my reasoning for that is the suit maybe when the kid grows up. The island dress doesn't really hold anything for her now. The kid's clothes, I guess that's personal to her and makes her feel, but I say leave
It's
it.
true. We don't need any of these. They're already collecting dust here.
They're not
Let's see how this is going so far.
gonna need them.
We'll remember Yuri's dream of going to the islands. I'll remember how Yuri saw himself. I think we're almost there. Let's just look a little more.
Yeah. What else we got? We need to get the bicycle wheels, I guess. Let's finish up this first before exploring.
I went through all our old photos,
Yeah, we know the value of a
trying to see
photo.
what I might be forgetting. I love that view.
Ah, been there?
Have you been up there?
Yeah.
By the entrance to the shrine? The entrance is bigger than the shrine itself, just across the river and up the hill. It's worth visiting. The doors to the shrine open when the sun goes down.
Yeah, I've
The monk
seen
is
that.
still in there.
The
I
monk is
hope he'll
still in there.
evacuate. That's Matiora. She lives east of here, out in the woods by the river. She said she'll evacuate, but she's still here. It makes me nervous, but I can't complain. We're still here too.
Yeah.
I wasn't interested in having a child at first. There are just so few these days. The thing all three of us had in common as a family was that we were pretty silly. We used to be, when we were all together. The past is such a heavy dream, and I never remember my dreams. But when I wake up, there's a cloud of feelings the dream left behind. Then the day begins. I move around, and that trace disappears. I
Yeah.
wonder if our memories of the valley will drift away like that.
You can shake it off sometimes. I have days where I'm very melancholy. I think of the past and I think about where I came from and what sort of background I had. My upbringing was great, you know, it was good. I lost my father when I was young, and that was, don't remember much of him, to be honest. Few choice memories that I cling to, but not much. But after that, the rest of the upbringing was great. That's the great thing about my family. They rallied too, in a big way. Mm. Everyone chipped in to help my mum. Everyone. My grandparents, we used to go on holiday with. My other grandparents on my dad's side helped look after us when we were a bit older and didn't need that much care because they were a bit older themselves. My aunt and uncle, we'd go around their houses at Christmas and Easter, and we'd have some food around there and have a laugh. Got to know my cousins very well, still very close, and almost all my family are close by. No one really lives that far out, really. Hmm. But other times were darker. And sometimes you dwell on that too much. And then if you move around and shake it off, find something to do. That's always been my thing, is to move forward. I saw this wonderful thing on a card once. It's a little steamboat chugging along, and it said, um, never look back. You're not going that way. Which was, yeah, I don't want to forget the past completely, and there are lessons and values to learn, but, and feelings to feel, I suppose, as well. But there's more pain than goodness in the past for me, so I look forward. Anyway. Project into the future.
Someday
Indeed.
Kochi will be as old as his father was when he died. What will he remember?
One more.
My husband built these tools to study the valley. They were his life's work, and they took his life away, too. So what do I do with them? You can't buy tools like these. He made them. My husband didn't insult God, but maybe he stepped on his toe, and his life went out of him. The truth is, I'm relieved to leave this place. Tiang Valley is not some preserved jar of, I don't know, culture. It's chaos. It's life. It's constantly changing. They might be incredibly valuable to a scientist on the other side of the world. I don't know. I also hate them. I get you're a curious soul, but I forbid you from using them.
Okay.
I don't care, but he did. He gave his life trying to understand this world. I can't keep these tools, and I can't throw them away. There's even more of them, bigger ones, out at his work shed. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna turn away now. I want you to take them or throw them away. I don't want to know.
Take them.
All right, this is it.
Oh. Bike wheels. Oh, the statue. The demon statue is gone.
Oh. I killed him. The demon of shame and mourning. What was I thinking bringing it along? What an awful tradition. Kochi, do you still want to take a final tour of the valley? Let's get those wheels back where they belong.
Hmm. Okay. Let's cycle Kochi then.
I know what I'll carry with me. It's something I couldn't leave behind if I tried. It couldn't be crushed, like the demon. It's too many layers deep. I'll carry the part of me that's gone, that's missing. But there's so much life left that flowers grow along its edges. Something like that.
Nice thought. I'm liking out of the games. I feel like I can't miss anything here. I can always go back.
I'm glad you came to Tiang Valley today. Thank you for being there for me. I didn't realize how much I needed a stranger's ear. Now, there's no rush, but as you try to wrap your mind around this place, feel free to come ask me questions. I'll be right here until night comes.
Okay. Good to know. Huh. Interesting.
I love sounds and music. If you have anything you recorded to play me.
Yeah, sure. And
The birds around here are thieves. I don't know why. They steal everything, especially shiny things.
like magpies.
One time, a bird landed on a cake I made for Kochi's birthday. Just landed straight in it. Didn't even eat any.
Harsh. Let's look up Dr. Fumi.
I recognize you.
Yeah?
You're the famous doctor. That's your boy. The one with the visions. I'm right, aren't I? I won't tell nobody.
We're just passing through.
I have a niece. She hears things. Voices of the dead.
I can't help you.
Please, give it some thought.
I can't treat anyone here in this valley. This is not a place to get well.
Where is?
I'm working on that. Take care.
That's weird. I don't know what this is about.
She doesn't know about Dr. Fumio. Okay. The cow's part of your farm?
Farmer Layton's cows.
Ah.
He tried everything to scare them out of the valley,
Ah.
but they kept coming back.
I was gonna say, he must have tried.
He was even going to burn the field. I think they'll flee at the last second, like us.
People here are so weak.
I heard gunshots last night.
That was us. What is that?
Look at the pond. The water.
What is that pattern?
Should we run or something?
Don't know what that's
Oh,
about.
wow. This is the moment the war ended.
Really?
The valley absorbs everything.
God of sleep, I've been gathering Harpic, and I've been gathering courage. If my big prayer is wrong, if it goes against divine will, please spare the people of this valley. We're so desperate for peace.
I thought it had more sounds than this.
That must be Sonia, the monk, speaking. I've never heard her voice before.
Do we have anything else?
We have a lot of migratory insects here, so I feel less attached to them.
I'll come back later. More recordings, I swear. See what else we got. To heal the soil, it has to forget. The music isn't enough. What am I missing? How could it be stronger?
He seems to have been obsessed with figuring this out.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Dr. Fumio's musical inventions. I wonder if it's also supposed to heal with sound.
What else can we add to the farm? Yeah. Add that for now. I thought I'd find something else, like a sketch or something. More cows here. Or sheep. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's cute.
Imagine this toy boat riding the waves of the flood.
Alright, fine. Okay. Paper.
I hope I get to taste some Saba fruit. If it merits a sticker, must be pretty good.
Scene frozen in time. 3. Three chairs looking out. Over the valley. That's a nice one. Okay. All of this says farming. Growing off the land. A lot of work involved. But then a great harvest. I think we're nearly done for today. I think there might just be time for a bike ride before the end. We can always come back.
Do you want to go on a sightseeing tour?
Yeah, why not?
Bikes all day. The next tour leaves in, well, now basically. Saying goodbye is like when you empty your pockets before going to bed. You get to see what you picked up. The things I picked up need somewhere to sleep. Follow me.
Okay. Let's do it.
This is my tree. Since we can't bring it to the city, I don't care what we bring. I love the tree, and Dad cured it. That's what he did. All this purple stuff in the valley that makes you feel funny.
Right?
See?
Green.
This used to be purple. And dangerous. Dad made the dangerous part go away. He wanted to make it so all the purple rocks were safe and green. I know there are plants underwater. Can a tree become an underwater tree? This one can't die. It's been through too much. Let's go.
Okay.
The Grey Hands have a lot of this stuff now, for better or for worse.
I'll come back to the tree. For now.
Let's go.
Okay. Up we go. Up to the cemetery. So I guess he wants to say goodbye to his father. Which makes sense. And the car. More statues, dogs. Almost looks Cerberus like. Ooh. Got stuck there. Oh wow. That's beautiful. Really lost him there for a minute.
We had a picnic here a long time ago. I can't remember it, but I've seen an old picture. Can you take a new picture?
Yeah, why not?
And I'll sit like Dad does in the old one I saw.
He is a great kid.
Mom disappeared one time. Took me a while to find her. She was sitting right here, and she was sad.
She was remembering.
I got one of her tears on my finger, like a little bug, and I flicked it into the water. And I said, flow, 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 until it didn't sound like a word anymore. It made her feel better. Now I say it. I say it when everything is moving, but we don't want to move. Come on.
Let's go. There's some very beautiful places in here.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go. This is a beautiful spot. We'll come back for it though. The archway's coming down. They put a lot of time and effort into this game. I can see that they have. I think every time you encounter these characters, like the day progresses, There's someone there. Who are these people?
His name is Frenay. I asked him how he
Okay.
ended up sleeping here. Frenay said they were in the valley because they were so hungry. And then there was light everywhere, and they fell asleep forever. They should be old men now. But they couldn't get older if they tried. One time, I saw the monk out here cleaning them. It was so funny. He looked like he hated doing it. I'm not supposed to touch the soldiers, but I let Frenay borrow my pig. I need it back now. Let's go.
Okay, interesting.
How can she be sure?
The shrine is protected.
How does she know?
Sonia knows.
How can she be sure? She can't know for sure. This has never happened before, has it? I don't want this. We need to leave. Let's just run.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Oh, God.
We're going to be okay. It won't be over soon.
Who is Sonia? What did she do to protect the people of the valley? All my life I've heard solemn references to the war. It never reached our village, but it touched the lives of our grandparents.
Sonia.
What happened here in the valley, and how did it end? The memory of war lingers, but the Greyhands are guiding people somewhere else?
Trying to make people forget about the war and move on with their lives. I don't really understand why, though.
Let's go.
This must be Kochi's drawing.
Kochi, where'd you go? There you are. Sorry guys, I'm not doing a good job of steering, I know. Ah, he's waiting, thank you. We'll be back. It's the other side of the river. I don't think I've been here yet. I haven't been here yet. Nice way to tour the valley. Interesting. This is up near the shrine. Yep, this is right up by the shrine. Been here. I think he is going to the graveyard first, I think, for sure. Break
I
up
wanted
on
to
me.
see the water come up from here. To see it crash.
Yeah.
I thought the flood would clean everything. But Mom said a flood is dirty. That makes no sense. I asked if we could stay and watch, but Mom said we need to get a ride to the city.
Yeah. Plus, I'm sure she doesn't want to see her homestead destroyed.
That's our house. You're good.
Right.
Come on. Let's go.
Costco. That was nice. Nice to see a page separately, and you'd only get that, I think, if you were with him. If you missed the tour, then you couldn't draw that. Honestly, I like my bike. The yellow is just a nice colour. Wow. Interesting. Something to look at later, I think. Are we done with our tour? We might be done. I thought he might go to the graveyard. He might still. We'll see. No? Another way up to the farm. It's interesting the way the dirt has been like stacked. I guess that's to help with like the water flow. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Like a rice farm, I suppose. Not going home just yet, so where are we going? What else is important to your life? Ah. We are going to
Mom
his
wasn't
father.
there when he passed away. I was there. Dad had his eyes closed, but he was making a face, like he could see something. So I asked him what he was looking at. He said he was looking at me, and I was all grown up. He saw me, climbing up a hill in the sun.
Hmm. Interesting.
Then he said his memories were falling to the soil, and he had to go with them. He didn't want to go, but he had to. He squeezed my hand, and it hurt, but I didn't mind. Can we wait here a while? Just to see if something will happen?
Sure. I don't think anything will happen.
I met a boy who lost his father just like I did. It's something I don't talk about much, but I did to him.
Yeah.
I've been recording everything for you, but this feels private. I'm not sure if I want to share this with the future.
What I want to do is record it for the future. Yeah.
I was about your age when I lost my dad. Growing up, everyone said I took after him. I didn't know what it meant exactly, but I felt proud. He fell while climbing a mountain. The other climbers looked for him. He really tried. A friend of his almost fell, maybe in the same spot. The search was called off, but my search kept going. I couldn't understand where he went. Every morning when I woke up, I thought he'd be back. Couldn't he come back just as easily as he disappeared? I was embarrassed to look for him, but I did. Secretly. I thought about impossibly small places, like in the air of my breath, or in the silence between heartbeats. It was silly. I felt silly. At the same time, I was growing up. I was changing all the time. Every night I would go to sleep and wake up a little different than the day before. And I realized my dad had gone to a place where you don't sleep and don't wake up, where you never change. They must be waiting for us there, in the place we all were before our memories began.
You would hope. One would hope.
You're still here. The tour's over.
Do you not want to keep it?
That's your prize, okay? I have to go home now. I'll see you someday later today.
A prize worth keeping. Towards a king. So that's a trophy. His mind left his body and became one with everything else. Important, I suppose.
Jerry's tombstone. He'll stay behind in the valley.
But this photo will journey on. Can we record anything? Yeah. But we can hear. Music.
This flower was broadcasting music.
Interesting.
They're keeping the memory of the dead alive in a way I've never seen before.
Interesting. Let's grab that one as well. There's not much
There
on
isn't
here.
enough room for a cemetery in my village. Here, memory is granted space. Land is used to let the living meet the dead. Or maybe it's the other way around.
It's interesting. But we'll have to leave it there for today. We will come back and finish this soon. Wooden chime. It's very nice.
Music from a trio of performers. The metal, the breeze, and my mind.
Let's go. More cows. And there, and add some flowers. Great. There we are. That's nice. Infinite laziness become. Okay, interesting.
The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. 1. Time moves us when we move not. There is no time. It looks like a set of aphorisms. Now to find the rest.
Oh, really? Interesting. Dear youth, your grave and mine stand in the same sunlight. Huh. I always wanted my grave to say something funny, something mildly humorous. I always wanted it to be basically a joke to the past. I would say something along the lines of, here lies Tombo the Tornado, Thomas, lying down on the job or something like that. But also, if my life is cut short, I want my tombstone to read how I died, the manner in which I died. Even if it's completely stupid. If I did something like fell down a manhole and died, I want it on my tombstone so that passers-by will go past in a depressing time, in a depressing place. The only reason people visit gravestones is to mourn, or if they need a shortcut. But someone will walk through, and maybe on one of their worst days of their life, they'll see a gravestone that will make them smile just briefly. That's my hope. Child's gravestone. Who spent his youth sleeping, woke up as an old man, and lived for a few years and died. He did not regret anything. I suppose not. A wonderful athlete, victim of walking amnesia, who forgot she was and forgot how to breathe. It's music again, I'm pretty sure. And told the same jokes over and over again. That's me. Well, I'm being told by the game timer for my recording that this time is nearly up. With 5 minutes left. Time is nearly over. We, the people of the valley, found this unknown body among us. We performed our rites and buried it. Do not know their name, their story, but wish them peace. That's fair. I suppose what you do when you find someone you don't know, a body that you're not aware of. Alright, well that will have to be it for today. I wish you all the best, I really do. And yeah, take care out there. Have a lovely day. And yeah, I'm done for today. It's been nice. I've enjoyed this one a lot. It's been very nice today. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it there. No upcoming, no next thing. I've enjoyed this journey together. I'm looking forward to doing some more of these. Take care. Have a lovely day. Bye.